Be careful when you call it love, when in fact it can be love bombing. What do I mean by that? You meet a guy, and as soon as you meet, things progress at a very fast level. Emotions are shared very, very fast in the relationship. I love you. I want you. I can't imagine my life without you. Signs of extreme jealousy. Always constantly calling you. Where are you? What are you doing? Where are you? What are you doing? Not allowing space for the other person. Extreme buying you gifts. Extremely looking after you. Have you eaten? What did you eat today? Did you eat? Honey, adults, right? It goes on to say that we can go feed ourselves. We don't like it when somebody asks us if we have eaten. Don't we look like adults? And a way a woman can respond to that is that, oh, he's so lovely. He really checks up on me. He asks me if I've eaten. Why do you think you like that response when a guy actually asks you, have you eaten? You like that because most probably you had to take care of yourself in your life. And there comes along a person that shows you a slight bit of emotion, which, mind you, is not real. And you proceed to make up all these scenarios in your brain, how amazing that person is. And in addition, the guy starts to show signs that they're jealous. So, over excessive calling. You're not picking up the phone. He continues to be calling and calling and calling and calling and does not give up. In times of argument, you say, I'm never going to go back there again. And you keep on picking up from strangers' numbers, and it's him. He goes, takes telephone cards, doesn't let them go. You block, he keeps coming back. Fucking love bombing the hell out of you. I love you. I can't live without you. And how about in extreme situations where I can't live without you? I'm going to go kill myself. Well, dude, maybe you should. Maybe you should. And maybe you should stop manipulating people. Because if you were going to die, you would have already done that. This is extreme cases of love bombing. And lots of narcissistic people do these things. And ladies, be careful. Because that's not love. That's your illusion. That a guy behaves that way. A healthy guy does not do shit like that. Do not be deceived by stupid things. Oh, he takes me to the best restaurants. He takes me to the best hotels. He buys me all these gifts. Yeah? If I'm going to sit down and discuss his character, does he have a good character? Is he loving? Is he compassionate? Or does he always scream at you? Can you get into a conversation with him? Can you keep the conversation going? Right? Just because a man can buy you stuff and give you stuff doesn't mean nothing. If a man cannot bring his emotional feelings and to be able to articulate them, does not make them a valuable person just because they're spending money on you. Do not let material goods get into your life, because that's manipulation. Because that's perhaps what's the only thing that they can bring to the table to give you material goods. And the rest, empathy, compassion, understanding, resonance on the same frequency, is just not existence. If there's constantly fights within the relationship, and there's constant make-up sex, that drama triangle of lust and passion, be assured that is not a healthy relationship. And even worse, if you got the signs of butterflies in your stomach, be sure that those are warning signs that you're about to get in not a nice relationship. Because when you get to meet a normal person, your system is calm, right? You are grounded. You can speak easily to another person. They don't make your hormones go up and down. No, they don't, right? The signs that make you go up and down is the imbalance that you have within yourself. And when you meet a person and you get chaotic and you start to get all these disturbances, let that be a sign that you're about to enter a danger zone. Girls, you need to start getting educated about relationships. If you were raised in an environment that was not loving, you might not have the tools to understand what it is to mean loving. You might have been used to being in a family, for example, where A parental figure might have given you love and attention, perhaps in feeding you, perhaps in buying you clothes or giving you certain things, but in the background, they might have been abusive. They might have been calling you names, putting you down, not supporting you, right? That is not healthy. And you might be in a relationship where you're with a partner that exhibits the similar traits. For example, they give you love and then they take it back. They're abusive. They don't need to hit you. It can just be with words. It could just be by being with a dismissive person, a person that doesn't validate you. And you need to recognize the patterns that you have from your childhood and how they reflect that to your relationships. And you really need to look deep within these things, because most of the things are trauma responses that you need to be aware of to recognize the patterns. And you need to research more what it means to be in a healthy, loving relationship. It's definitely not gaslighting. It's not love bombing, continuously trying to win you, even though they have bad behaviors. Be open to understanding what it means to be in a health state. Most people are not in a healthy state. If you're in a position in your life where you're not feeling calm and you can give solutions to your problems, you need to think twice. And you need to really think about the relationships that you're in. Because guys, you're on this earth to experience a good relationship with others. You're not here in order for chaos to overrule you. Anything that's chaotic is trying to teach you a lesson. And the question here is, how open are you into understanding that chaos means something and it's not normal? Why are you normalizing chaos? Is it perhaps you haven't seen what it means to be in a healthy relationship? Because if you haven't seen a healthy relationship, how do you know what it is? So I invite you today to start looking around at how people are with relationships. Do you admire qualities on people and the way they behave with one another? Or do you find them normalized? Do you find it normalized to be constantly fighting with your partner and constantly not being able to find solutions? That is a sign, and it's not a healthy one. So it's either you find ways to fix that, but if you cannot fix it, you need to understand why you drew the experience into your life and what to do to change it. And this is serious, guys. Look after your lives. Life is beautiful when you let go of the people that don't make your life beautiful. But you have to have an understanding who you are as a person, what your values are, what you've been through, why you're attracting that experience. And love is such a beautiful thing. It has the power to transform lives. If you're with a person and they're making your life worse than it is, let that be your sign.